good morning everybody, and welcome to the British Museum and to this exhibition on Pompeii and Herculaneum. Binding of the material from Herculaneum and Pompeii, particularly the furniture from Herculaneum with the objects and the bodies from Pompeii, that allows us to get closer than ever before to that day, that daily life. And as I think you all know, one of the great excitements of the discovery of these sites was that history was not what we'd thought. When the British Museum was founded in 1759, when it opened in 1759, Herculaneum and Pompeii were absolutely at the front of everybody's mind, because what had emerged from those excavations was not the Rome everybody thought they were going to find. It was much more complicated, much funnier place to live, much livelier place to live, much fuller. And that's what we've tried to show you here. It wouldn't be possible to mount an exhibition on this scale, this enormous scale, without the unprecedented generosity of our colleagues in Naples, Pompeii and Herculaneum. And their generosity is the first. But the second and equally great debt is to Goldman Sachs, who have been exemplary, generous sponsors in allowing us to bring the objects, present them, and to tell the public about them.
As a firm, Goldman Sachs has the belief that art and culture has the power to bring people together and enrich people's lives, and I think the British Museum has been doing that admirably for 250 years, and it promotes intellectual curiosity, which I think really is at the heart of our society.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our home. We hope you'll feel at home here. It's a house in Pompeii or Herculaneum. It's a rich house, but all elements of society are represented within it. You have the people who ran the shops on the front. Retail was a very important part of the home. You have the slaves, you have the freed slaves. And what we do in the exhibition really is to walk you through the spaces of the home in a way that we hope will feel familiar, will feel comfortable. You'll find spaces that you have in your own home, a kitchen, a bedroom. Some of the things that happen in those spaces in Roman times might be a bit different to the way they happen in your homes at the moment, but nonetheless, they're spaces that you can feel familiar with. And they're filled with objects. Now, some people might call them artifacts, but actually, we know what they are possessions. They're things that people commissioned, bought, loved, handled, used. They're the pieces of everyday life that we can find in our homes today. So when you walk in, you'll find a linen chest to put your clothes in, made of carbonized wood. And this brings us to why we need the two cities. We love Pompeii. Pompeii is huge, Pompeii is vast, but its little sister Herculaneum can also tell us so very much about daily life, and it's when we bring these two together that the picture really becomes clear. And you'll find wonderful works of art, you'll find beautiful frescoes, you'll find beautiful mosaics, but you'll also find the things that the archaeologists found in the drain in Herculaneum that people threw away. You'll also find an ordinary garden bench made of carbonized wood. So when you look around the rooms, remember that they're rooms inhabited by people. There's one piece that maybe sums that all up. It's a beautiful wall covered with the fresco decoration that the Romans loved. It's a trompe-l'œil effect. It's a piece of lovely art with a figure kind of coming forward from it and paintings receding into the background. But the lovely thing is, the children of the house couldn't give two hoots for the high art. What they did was take a sharp object and carve animals all over the bottom of the wall. These are lovely homes lived in by real people. And before you go in, really, one thing I'd like to say is, I will repeat because I can't say it enough. Thank you to Goldman Sachs. We couldn't have done it without you. And an enormous, un grazie enorme for the Soprintendenza Archeologica di Napoli e Pompeii, without whom we wouldn't have the exhibition. The region of Campania, in which those sites sit, also deserves a thank you. But it is the Soprintendenza, the directors of those sites, who said, Paul, do you really want the 3 frescoes? Oh, all right then. They let it come to the British Museum. They shared our vision. They've been there from the beginning. Couldn't possibly have done it without them. So.